In SIRE, we are trying to mix the three components of success of startups, including technology, investment, and mentorship in one word, which is called team. That's why we have team speakers in this event. So many very experienced and expert team speakers we have in this event to help us learn about the ecosystem of startups. But before I start about my presentation, I'm going to share my story. This story is entitled SIRE's Path to Success, Past, Present, and Future. Before starting my story, let me introduce SIRE. SIRE is a non-profit organization, and our vision in SIRE is to help the startups to grow. We are going to make an ecosystem for the startups to burn, so to grow and to go to market, and with minimum failure rates. My story started from 2010. When I left my country, Iran, to Australia with my family, my wife, my young son, to pursue PhD degree of engineering, while I had a hat of industry on my head. Once I graduated in late 2014, I immigrated to Canada with my family, pursuing a better life. So while I was wearing another hat of academia on my head. By having these two expertise, and I was very fortunate to find very exciting jobs in colleges as a college professor in several esteemed institutions across GTA. Everything was going very well. So we all were enjoying our life. We had enjoying life in Canada until 2020. What happened in 2020? COVID hits. Yeah, it turned everything upside down. So many of us lost our jobs. For my case, my working hours shortened. We had more relaxation time to spend more time with family, but less income. So we have to thank you to government of Canada for helping families with the financial aid. Many families use this financial aid to renovate their house, but unfortunately I didn't get any financial aid. I didn't have any renovation skills. So I decided to renovation my career. I talk about my future. So first of all, I started several startup projects with my students in collaboration with academia. We got government funds like SIRE to hire the students, and we developed many products in IoT fields, and afterwards I felt that I'm in a new career path, a startup path. I decided to start my company with a couple of startup ideas, and I got help from government in covering the cost of my startups. And after doing this couple of startup ideas, I got very good experience on how to run startups, how to start from the idea to go to market, and I tried to share my experience with my network. I talked to my friends in my network. They were very excited to start their own startup. Our network expanded very rapidly, which ended up to SIRE. This was my story how to found SIRE. Okay, but what was the problem? Why we found SIRE? You know that there are many incubators, accelerators in GTA or in Canada helping the startups with comprehensive mentorship plans, but still we see that many of the startups fail. What is the reason? The other problem is that in our Iranian, Canadian community, we have many talented people, but they don't know how to use their talents to make a new business, to be entrepreneurs. There is a lack of incubator in our community. So because of these two issues, my hypothesis was that there are some missing elements, and we are able to find these missing elements with the help of my people in my network. What was the solution? And the solution was to found SIRE in 2022 to address all of these issues. Our model designed to provide the startups with both technical and financial support. We don't just help the startups to learn and understand what is the entrepreneurship ecosystem. We help them how to technically make their products and how to cover their costs technically. Our first TechnoNet Summit in early March was the first turning point in our journey. Many people, so beautiful, handsome people like you, attended in this meeting, and they gave us a lot of energy to continue inside. So after this meeting, we formed our executive board, including Dr. Mashid Kalani as the Chief Research Officer, Dr. Reza Mustafavi as the Chief Business Officer, and we formed our mentorship team. So our mentorship teams are at the moment at the back. And during the breakdown, you can talk to them and get free consultation in this event. These mentors give you consultation in both technical and business aspects of any startups. So we don't have time to name all of them, but I have to thank you, all of these mentors, for helping us in this journey. Our mentorship plans covers all the startups from the validation stage to pre-launch or pre-seed stage, and then to the seed stage. These are including mentorship plans, including giving some services in MVP development, in research funding, and many other things. We can talk about them later after this event. There is no time now. And the result of this mentorship and all the services we have given to the Incubator, to the startups in our team, are now shown today with 3 demonstrations of 3 best pitch deck presentations by Dr. Amir Poyalhandi, Dr. Reza Mustafavi, and Mr. Hamed Masoudi. We have some more demonstrations of whatever we have done over the last few months with the poster presentations over there. You can have a look on the posters later and give your opinion about whatever these guys have done, and if you want to collaborate in any aspects of their projects, please talk to them. In less than two years, we are very happy to have expanded our stakeholders team, startups teams. So now we have more than 20 startups in our team. And many of them have developed their MVP and covered their costs and so on. But what is our differentiation with other incubators? We help the startups in securing non-dilutional funding for MVP development and for some cloud services, which we have added this service so far, so very recently. The other thing that we are proud of having this service is making a platform of strategic partnership between startups. So startups have, all of them, financial issues, but when they work together, then they can cover their costs. They can cover all the technical activities. We have a strong connection to Iranian Canadian community, and as I told, we have very talented people in this community. And we are exposing our startups and stakeholders to the investors to market via the TechnoNet meetings. We have a monthly TechnoNet meetup and biannually TechnoNet Summit, which is now the TechnoNet Summit2. I have to thank our sponsors, Dr. Babak Vosudi from Vosudi Law, Mrs. Mario Osui from Persis Immigration, Josh Clark is over there from World Boss Media, and Mrs. Azita Sharifi from the insurance company. Without the help of them, we couldn't make this event happen. Also, I have to thank all of the volunteers. So over the last few months, we are organizing this event that has been a very hard job, but without the help of volunteers, so maybe I couldn't be here. Maybe I should be in hospital now. Yeah, okay. And TechnoNet Summit2 is our second turning point. After TechnoNet Summit2, we are going to make a platform for a smart, innovative, resilient entrepreneurs to come together under one name, which is called SIRE, to drive the technology in future. Thank you everybody for your time, and I hope you enjoy this event. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mortazavi.